Hello Cancer, Cancer Rising and Cancer Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting March 27th, 2016. And a quick reminder for you Cancer people, your April astrology horoscopes for next month are already up, so if you want to check those out, they're on their own playlist on the main channel page. And of course, if you'd ever like to get a session with me, you can go to my website, integrativemysticism.com, and schedule a session or order a downloadable video file. So what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, in the very beginning of the week, we've got some very exciting angles going on. We've got a new moon in Aries in your 10th house of career, bringing a new opportunity to perhaps even advance your work progression or upward mobility, maybe taking you in a direction you didn't plan on going. This could be something within an existing profession or an existing employment situation that you are in, sort of like a left turn or a detour that turns into a shortcut, or this could actually be a lot of you finding a better opportunity or a better path by accepting another proposal or accepting another job if you are currently job hunting. In fact, because Venus retrograde is here, you may be tempted by a headhunting situation as well over the next couple of weeks. And I would wait until Venus goes direct to fully accept any new offers, but it still will be placed on the table. We also have Mars, the planet of action and energy, in your 11th house of friendships and social networking, forming a charming sextile to Neptune in your 9th house of higher education, your government legal proceedings, as well as long-distance travel and your spiritual life. And it looks like a friend may be actually sticking up for you or helping you to maybe get something taken care of on one of these fronts, whether it's coming up with maybe a plan or, or maybe even a new route in order to take to either get you, working or traveling, if you're trying to make any big travel plans, but there's been some kind of obstacle or something inhibiting you here. Or perhaps this could be even a friend wanting to actually collaborate on something that could actually bolster or boost both of your career profiles through some kind of big multimedia or affiliate program that they want to actually start up. Later on in the week, we've got Jupiter in Libra in your 4th house of home and family, forming a tense square to Pluto, currently in your 7th house of committed partnerships. And whenever Jupiter and Pluto square, there's going to be a need to challenge somebody who has overstepped their bounds, who may actually be throwing their weight around a bit too much. And because this is happening between, your 4th house of home and family and your partnership sector, we may tread carefully here, but it may be necessary to, kind of check with a partner on the way they're handling issues in family matters that you share. They may be, again, going a little bit too far, whether it's handling your relatives or perhaps even the way we're handling issues with children in the home finances. A partner might be, using a bit too much of a heavy hand in this regard, and we do need to make sure that, this isn't something that becomes a new trend. So what is going on with your cards then this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of Salu. This card of vitality and energy and health, as per the subtitle, but what it means going beyond, say, the physical health or physical body is also monitoring the health of an existing connection or an existing process you're undertaking at this point in time. We talk about, is something healthy? It's basically saying, is this situation as it is bringing out the best in the project, bringing out the best in everyone involved, or bringing out the best in us? And this week we're going to be trying to work really hard on keeping things in a healthy way. Yes, there could be some good that come of it. Yes, there could be some challenges, because some people, will feel judged when we kind of call them out or make a point about something not being done the healthy way, because it can make people self-conscious. But the card of Salu is basically saying, in the best interest of all concerned, again, and in health and in making sure that things turn out for the best, we can't be afraid to bring up something that might be just a little bit of a sore spot for another person. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we have the Queen of Swords upright. We do have some kind of assistance coming your way from, looks like most likely an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, or somebody with a lot of those airy kind of qualities, because the Queen of Swords will often show when somebody is sort of going out of their way to maybe actually use their knowledge of technicality, knowledge of the rules, knowledge of the more, let's just say, administrative processes to move you along. The Queen of Swords can often be sort of almost like a personal advocate. And this may be somebody who helps land you a job, or land you a request, or, I guess you could say a proposal that you've put on the table, something that you need to actually get accepted and enacted. You are not the only person trying to make this work. And this week with the Queen of Swords, this could be somebody who's going out of the way to, again, help you get a better job, more money, or possibly even overturn something that has not been going so great in your favor. So, and this is a week of a lot of backup. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, your others in your life, we do have the Nine of Wands upright. And we may be noticing that a friend or a relative is starting to distance themselves from us this week. The Nine of Wands can often indicate where somebody is sort of hiding behind walls. And those walls obviously are there to protect them, in a sense, from something that is either too sensitive, or maybe they've been wounded there before, or they're just getting incredibly self-conscious. The thing about the Nine of Wands is you've got to pay attention to when somebody is behind that barricade, they're really putting that up. Don't decide that the best thing you can do is go and knock it down. Not this week. Let it be. It is, they're not just doing it to keep you out, they might be doing it to keep them in. For your challenge this week with fire, with the Knight of Cups reversed. Again, we talk about these issues of people having a hard time with constructive and healthy improvements because it might be, setting off some knee-jerk reactions and some sore spots within them. The Knight of Cups reversed is, definitely a sign that somebody's insecurities or somebody's, I guess you could say neediness might be a bit too much to bear. They could be a water sign like yourself, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or somebody with a lot of those qualities there. And the Knight of Cups reverse is basically, often a card that can show up for a person who is trying to either avoid or escape or even medicate in a situation where, again, they need to be in top form. And, we may have been tiptoeing around this person. We may be walking around on eggshells around this person too much. We may be spending a lot of time trying to keep the peace by keeping them happy, and yet that means nothing else is gaining traction. And with the challenge with the Knight of Wands reversed is kind of saying, it's like, look, you can't let yourself become imprisoned by being this person's caretaker this way. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we have the Knight of Wands upright. Gosh, sorry, that's my cousin. Your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Knight of Wands upright. Beautiful card for love and romance, because we're getting into a little bit more playtime, a little bit more fun, a little bit more excitement, a little bit more thrill coming through. Because the Knight of Wands always wants the thrill, always likes to live a little bit on that adrenaline, and that could be coming for you and a crush, or you and a partner. For those of you who are single and looking, the Knight of Wands upright says that you will most likely meet somebody in a more social atmosphere, or maybe in a place in more of a crowd. The Knight of Wands can also indicate an individual coming into your life who might even be trying to set you up. This might not even be the person that we are going to be seeing, but he or she may actually have a really good match in mind. For those of you who are currently coupled, we might not be getting a whole lot done this week in terms of productivity with our partner, because the Knight of Wands, again, is all about fun, games, and some serious pleasure. And so this week, enjoy a little mini honeymoon. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd ever like to get a session with me, well, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.